Welcome to TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Haslage. As part of a celebration honoring Women's History Month, the Cleveland Division of Police honored all women in public safety recently at a luncheon. The ceremony took place at Max S. Hayes High School. Public safety officers from Cleveland and surrounding cities were at the event, which included plenty of discussion, networking, and a few surprises. The biggest surprise came for Catherine Dolan, Cleveland Metro Park's first female chief ranger. She learned she was honored with her picture on the annual candy bar, which is passed out to all attendees.
I was shocked and excited, and I realized that I finally made it. I'm on the candy bar.
The keynote address was delivered by Kimberly Spears McNatt, The Ohio State University's first female chief of police. Chief Spears McNatt spoke about her career and the challenges and hurdles she faced in getting to the position she's in today.
It has been a long road, but very supportive mentors, men and women to help guide and help me navigate to be successful. And that's the one good thing about working at Ohio State, that you don't have to figure it out by yourself, that there's a lot of people that's willing to support you and help you.
Both Chiefs Dolan and Spears McNatt have some sound advice for young women looking to join the public safety career field.
I always tell young girls looking for careers in law enforcement, never let anyone turn your sky into a ceiling. Keep working hard, keep believing, and that hard work and that dedication will pay off.
We can do anything we put our mind to. Reach for the stars, never give up, and don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something, because we can do anything.
The Cleveland Division of EMS added 15 EMTs and paramedics to their second cadet class from 2018. Cleveland Safety Director Michael McGrath administered the oath of office to eager cadets and then offered some words of congratulations and welcome.
This particular day you'll never forget in your lives. There's those days that just never go away, and this one especially, because this is going to impact your life, your family's life, your friend's life for a very long time, probably eternity. This will impact your lives. So on behalf of the men and women of the Department of Public Safety, we would like to congratulate and acknowledge you on your accomplishments this morning and welcome you to our public safety family.
Council President Kevin Kelly also addressed the new EMTs, reminding them why their jobs are so important.
I know that you all could be doing something else. And I just want to let you know that I am very happy that you chose this path, that you chose this course, because throughout your career, you will not remember all the people that you help, but I guarantee they'll remember you. When you are on a call for service, you are the most important person in their life. And I would just ask you to really, as you're on the job for a number of years, never let it become just a job.
EMS Commissioner Nicole Carlton spoke to the group, telling them no matter how difficult the task, they are not alone.
There will be days when providing pre-hospital care may feel overwhelming. Remember that you are never alone. If the medical condition is very complex, you have medical command doctors that are just a phone call away. If the task at hand seems too daunting, you have supervisory staff and other peers that can assist you while you're taking care of your patients.
After the EMTs and paramedics received their certificates and posed for photos, Class President Robert Burrs addressed his class for the last time.
The paramedics of 18-2 have realized Cleveland's unlike any job we've ever had before, not only in scope of size, but in call volume. We've learned on our ride time how to assess our patients, treat them with the highest quality care, all the while completing our patient care reports so we can be prepared for the next 911 call. And with over 116,000 EMS runs a year, there's likely one waiting.
The Cleveland Division of Police celebrated some brand new promotions recently. First, in a ceremony held in the Red Room of City Hall, Mayor Frank Jackson swore in Dorothy Annie Todd as the new commander for the 3rd District.
I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
discharge the duties of
Commander of Police
of the State of Ohio
during my continuance in said office.
During my continuance in said office.
Commander Todd previously worked in Chief Calvin Williams' office, and Chief Williams had nothing but great things to say about his newest commander.
Commander Todd has shown herself to be a person that makes the right decisions for the right reasons, and that makes sure that people do the things that they need to do on this division to move us forward, to make sure that we do the things on this division that we need to do to take care of the people of the city. And that's the reason she was chosen for this job.
Congratulations to Commander Todd. Now let's head over to council chambers where 10 of Cleveland's finest were promoted in rank. This ceremony saw 2 police lieutenants promoted to the rank of captain and 8 patrol officers promoted to sergeant. Mayor Frank Jackson administered the oath of office.
That I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially discharge the duties of Sergeant of Police, State of Ohio, during my continuance in said office. Congratulations.
In his speech, Chief Williams offered his congratulations to the newly promoted and expressed his confidence in their ability to do their job.
You guys were handpicked for this, and if you were in a position where we didn't feel that you would make a great supervisor for this division, you would not be sitting here today. So you really should be proud of that accomplishment. A lot of hard work you put into it over the months of studying and then waiting. When is this going to happen? When is it going to happen? And today is that day.
Council President Kevin Kelly attended the ceremony and offered his congratulations.
You know, your career will not be measured by quarterly reports. It's going to be measured on people's lives that you've helped, a community that you helped make safer, a process, a division that you made stronger. So thank you for answering that call and for being here today.
Ward 15 Councilman and Safety Committee Chair Matt Zone spoke to the newly promoted about their new roles as leaders.
Leaders lead, leaders don't follow. And with this amazing promotion for each and every one of you, you will have a group of men and women who will be looking for leadership and will be following behind.
Pancakes and sausage were on the menu for this year's 1st District Pancake Breakfast. Hungry patrons came to St. Ignatius of Antioch's grade school to fill their appetites with a delicious breakfast prepared by the 1st District's men and women in blue. Commander Daniel Fay says the breakfast was much more than a fundraiser for their Community Relations Board.
What it does, it raises money for our Community Relations Board so we can do some of the things in the neighborhood, particularly in the summertime. But for me, the pancake breakfast is an informal opportunity to talk to the citizens of the 1st District. It's really informal, it's laid back, it's fun, it's a great event, because for me the number one thing is forming those partnerships. A lot of times when we do some formal meetings, I don't have the opportunity to talk to people, or my officers. But a pancake breakfast like this gives me the opportunity to say, hey, what's going on in the neighborhood? How are things? What can we do?
Ward 16 Councilman Brian Casey attended the pancake breakfast to talk to his constituents as well. The councilman said fundraisers like these go right back into the community.
Here at the 1st District, we do a lot of community events. We have the Easter egg hunt coming up. Throughout the summer, I host a concert series, a movie night series, Tuesdays in the park, all kinds of things to get people out of their houses, back out into the community, utilizing our parks, which will, the more the individuals get to know their neighbors, the safer the community it will be.
The breakfast was also a good way to shake the winter doldrums as friends and neighbors came out to talk and reconnect on the beautiful spring day. A lot more events will be taking place in the 1st District as the weather gets warmer. Commander Fay says it's really easy to learn about what's going on.
Most of the times you can go to the 1st District Community Relations Facebook page is a great tool for me. We also have a Twitter account that people can go to. I'm not as savvy in it as some of the younger people. But definitely our Facebook page, you'll get all the information you need. And for the most part, you don't need to register. Just show up.
Thousands of residents in need of getting their license back gathered at the Glenville James Hubbard Recreation Center to get advice and take the steps necessary to reclaim their card.
Well, today is the result of House Bill 336, a bill that was passed last year and signed into law by Governor Kasich. And it's important. It's a 6-month amnesty program that will allow people to reestablish their driving privileges. There are two areas that one has to look at. One, if individuals are on the SNAP program, they may qualify for a full waiver of all the fees, and if an individual is working, then they may be entitled to a reduction. We're asking people to come in and have their records examined by people who are here that are volunteering this morning, and we're so thankful for that.
This is about really trying to change people's behavior. I strongly believe if you know better, you can do better. And so this is an opportunity to at least give people a chance to get back on the right track in terms of being able to drive legally. And it's very, very satisfying. It truly, truly is.
We have a number of programs where we assist the community, where lawyers volunteer their time to provide assistance. And this is just an example of those efforts. So today what they're basically doing is providing information so people can get their license, because that's an important part in terms of being employable. If you don't have a driver's license, you're dependent on public transportation and not being able to get access to a number of new jobs. So by giving people a second chance, we help the community. We help give people a second chance so they can take care of their families. And it's a win-win for everybody. And then it's good for our lawyers to be involved in activities like this as well.
Ward 9 Councilman Kevin Conwell was ready and eager to help with the amnesty program.
Oh man, this is great. This is fantastic. I remember when I was running the fatherhood initiative back in the 90s, and guys were coming to me for jobs, and they had no driver's license. So it was hard for them to get a job, because without having a driver's license, that was a barrier to employment. And I'm like, how can we get these guys driver's license? So as soon as the judge, Emmanuel Gross, reached out to me, I said, you know what, you got me. If it was gonna be a recreation center, if you need dollars, whatever the case may be.
I haven't had a driver's license in over 20 years, and it will be a blessing to have one. So I am so grateful for these people. Big, big, big applause for these guys here. Thank you. Thank you all.
To a crowded house, Cleveland City Councilman Bashir Jones laid out his vision for Ward 7 at his annual State of the Ward presentation.
And if we are going to be successful as a community, we have to embrace the fact that we are one. That your pain is not just your pain, but your pain is my pain. That your joy is my joy. And until we act as a body, we will continue to remain confused and we will continue to be weak. So Ward 7 is a body.
During his discussion, the councilman spoke of refurbishments that have taken place in his ward throughout the past year.
If you go on Wade Park, you'll see behind Daniel E. Morgan School a brand new basketball court. It never was there before. We fixed that basketball court. Why? Because we want our young people to see some beauty. Bashir, you're talking about the young people. First of all, if I work with the young people, then our elders will be protected. But if we don't create a bridge from our young to our elder, then when he sees you walking from Addison or sees you walking from Wade Park Apartments, he's not going to see his grandmother. So now I'm on the blocks.
For all of those who gave back to Ward 7 to make it a better community, Councilman Jones has one word to say: thanks.
So whether you're giving services to this community, whatever you're doing, I thank you so much. I appreciate you so much, and the people of the community appreciate you. Before you leave here, make sure you get to meet somebody that you never met before. That's the only way that we're going to increase love. That's the only way that we're going to be successful.
You can watch Councilman Jones' full presentation right here on TV20 and our TV20 YouTube channel. And don't you change that channel, because we're going to be right back with more TV20 News.
Hey guys, how are you today? Good. I'm here to talk about how with technology you can make amazing worlds. Come with me. My team and I bring the Halo world to life.
Is that you?
That is me. I wasn't a math genius, and I knew nothing about coding. But you guys do. You guys have the power to change things.
I want your job.
I want you to have my job.
Welcome back to TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Haslage. Mayor Frank Jackson's Youth Advisory Council recently got together in the Red Room at City Hall to discuss with Mayor Jackson what's going on in the community. The young men and women who make up the council, each representing one of the Cleveland Recreation Centers, came together to update the mayor and to give insight into what's going on in the minds of Cleveland's youth.
Well, basically, we're youth from the inner city area. You know, we work at the rec center, so we see things that go on there. We meet together and we talk about solutions to a lot of problems that happen inside of our communities. We do different like fundraisers or events to raise money for like causes that we care about and things that we think are important inside of our community. And then we report them back to the mayor at meetings like this one.
Prior to the meeting, the mayor greeted the council in his office, posing for photos with each one, before convening in the Red Room to listen to and answer their questions.
What I say that is good and what it makes it worthwhile is that it's good to get new experience from different places. It's not like you don't have to, sometimes you can't just depend on yourself. You can't depend on others. Sometimes you have to get on your feet and do what you got to do.
Advisory Council President Javante Williams says he wants to use his time leading the council to give back to the community.
My whole focus this year was to do different fundraisers and give them to our organizations of choice. We did the ice skating fundraiser for the American Cancer Society, and we raised almost $400 in 3 hours. So, you know, things like that is really my main focus because I have them do research on their different charities or things they want to donate to, and then we pick one and we're going to send all the funds there, you know. It just shows, it gives us community service, and then it also like makes you feel good that you're giving back and helping, and that's what I want everybody to do, just to help.
The City of Cleveland Department of Public Utilities raced to end hunger at their annual competition, which has teams shop throughout the public utilities offices collecting canned goods for the Greater Cleveland Food Bank's Harvest for Hunger campaign. The Greater Cleveland Food Bank benefits greatly from the race, as Special Events Manager Kevin Grissinger explains.
So the money raised here today, every dollar can help provide up to 4 nutritious meals, and the food bank uses that money to buy nutritious food, and we get that out to the community through our member agencies, our member partners, and we have over 1,000 of those partners. It could be a soup kitchen, it could be a pantry in the basement of a church, and they're the ones that actually work with the clients, the people that actually need the food on a daily basis.
We get to feed the hungry, we get to have fun while we're doing it. We get better and better each and every year. Last year our goal was 40,000. We collected $51,000 and fed, had 97,000 meals. And so it's a great cause, it's a great mission. Our goal is to do this every single year to make sure that we can give back to the less fortunate, and it means a lot to the Department of Public Utilities in terms of the morale and what we can get to do as a team, because we do know together everyone accomplishes more, and as we say, we want to do better and be better each and every year so that we can give back to our community and do a little good in the neighborhood.
To celebrate World Water Day, over 200 local students gathered at the Greater Cleveland Aquarium.
We're so happy to be partnering once again with Drink Local, Drink Tap for World Water Day. So Drink Local, Drink Tap has a program called the Wave Makers, and hundreds of school kids around the Greater Cleveland area learn about water scarcity around the world and how lucky we are to be on the Great Lakes. today is their graduation, if you will, so the aquarium gets to welcome them here and they celebrate in the aquarium. Drink Local, Drink Tap's Wave Maker program, they decorate a gallon jug and then carry that around to remind them what it would be like to live in an area that it does not have easy access to water. The kids have to take those big jugs of water and walk for miles to get fresh water. Fresh, I put in quotes, for all of their needs. So kids here, having that in their mind and learning about that is a real eye-opener for them.
Drink Local, Drink Tap founder Erin Huber tells us more about the specialized program.
So our Wave Maker program has reached 13,000 people, students in Northeast Ohio since 2010, and every year we celebrate World Water Day to collectively celebrate the actions students have taken to treat our water better. So a lot of these students you see around me have kicked the bottled water habit, volunteered at a beach cleanup, and also done fundraisers to help other kids get safe water.
For more information, visit drinklocaldrinktap.org. The Cleveland Airport System welcomed the organization Autism Speaks to help light it up blue to kick off World Autism Awareness Month.
Today's event here at the airport is a great way to help spread awareness, understanding, acceptance to those in the community that may not know as much about autism. We've got a lot of awareness that we've put in place, but really helping people to understand and be more accepting of the autism population is one of our main goals during the month of April for Autism Month, as well as today for World Autism Awareness Day.
For more information, visit autismspeaks.org. Did you know that children from age birth to 5 is eligible to get a free book? TV20 reporter Dan Monroe has more on the story.
At the home of the Hopkins family, Teresina Hopkins and her children are avid readers. Her 4-year-old son, Sir Valentino Bradford, has a multitude of books that he loves to read with his mother, but he always wants more. That's why he's enrolled in the Imagination Library program. Robert Papinetti, president and CEO of the Literacy Cooperative, explains.
Dolly Parton, the famous actress and songwriter and singer, started this program in the mid-1990s. And her story was that her father was illiterate, although she said he was one of the most brilliant people she ever knew, but he couldn't read. So they had no books in their home and when she was a child. And later in life she learned the importance of books and reading with children and families together. So she began mailing books to families in her hometown of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and this was mid-1990s. Well, now, 20 plus years later, this program is in 1,600 communities across the country.
The program is free for children from birth to 5 years old. Teresina says the program is invaluable to her family.
It's a lot easier than having to stop in a library or even pay for anything, because most books are actually a little expensive. And even with these books, they're age appropriate for him, so you don't have to worry about running into like nothing he's not interested in.
Papinetti says signing up for the Imagination Library is easy, and getting the books is even easier.
The enrollment is pretty simple. The parent's name, the address, the child's name, child's date of birth, that's it. So we encourage families to go to our website, www.literacycooperative.org. There'll be a link to Imagination Library. You put your information in, and if you live in one of those neighborhoods, you'll start getting a book in about 6 weeks after you enroll. It's a wonderful program.
Yeah, it was easy and it was quick and it was very interesting because I never had that opportunity to receive free books in the mail. So,
right now, the Imagination Library is available to select neighborhoods in the Cleveland area.
Currently in the Cleveland area, it's available in Slavic Village, Central, Huff, Glenville, and parts of Collinwood. So many, really, the east side neighborhoods in Cleveland. If you live in that area and your child's under the age of 5, you're eligible, period. There's no other questions.
For more information on the Imagination Library, visit their website at literacycooperative.org. For TV20, I'm Dan Monroe.
Thanks, Dan. Well, that's all for your TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Haslage. Up next, we'll have Christian Patterson with the Inside Sports Report.